Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 58. Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. Taken in the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him. And what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Now he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the agility so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Again, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun. It's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Brady. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him.
And he took the
first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. What would you do best? Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Falcons.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
42-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He'll buy some time right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still active.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carter. Loose football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though. They run it with Balaj. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Brady. Ebron caught left side.
Brady's pass
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, and now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10.
Ties the game at 10.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran out to the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't fit. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Ryan on 1st down. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw again is Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Falcons ready to take over. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Sports.
17. Steelers 10.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Ryan eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now.
And now the fumble. Brady loses the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj.